I think we all kind of are curious. The interception at the 3-minute warning, the play call. What goes into that decision? What?
Based on our film work, our prep, we felt comfortable with it. It's 1st and 10, but we felt comfortable, understand we'd probably get man coverage. We got the look for it. At that point in time, they also were loading the box for a little bit, so at times you got to make it pay. If they want to play man coverage and load up the box, try and take the run away, you got to take some shots.
What's the benefit of the touchdown in that situation when you're already up 6?
Putting the game away. Putting the game away, which is, the kill shot really is all it was. So going up by 3, just putting the game away, making it hard on the opponent. A little more momentum, maybe lifting the bench a little bit more. Confidence booster, all that good stuff.
Yeah. You don't feel like the same thing applies to being up 9? Sergio's going to hit a 21-yard field goal.
Oh, he'll hit it from 40 and 50, no doubt about it. But I think defense tries to go 0-1-3. We try and go 6-3. Right, so that's the mindset behind being in the red zone. Is trying to take shots when we need to and when they're there. And we felt at that time was the right time. We got the man coverage. Ball was not placed in the right area, and we paid for it, unfortunately.
You liked it better than? I mean, you must have liked it better than run, kick a field goal with. I presume they still had timeout, so kick a field goal with 2:25 or whatever it would have been.
Correct. That's why I called it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Go ahead.
Okay, just talk about now you guys have had some struggles in the red zone this year. Just kind of talk a little bit about kind of what you're seeing as the OC in terms of trying to get that ball in the end zone and not kick those field goals. You're not happy settling for that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, again, I go back to we want 6 points, not 3. We'll settle for 3, obviously. But at the end of the day, just again, it's been the same message week in and week out. I just think we got there and we lacked execution a couple of times. We threw some interceptions. Argonauts. The pick down on the 1-yard line, and it just can't happen. We got to find a way to execute better and finish our drives.
And any worries that Brady, no rushing touchdowns this year? I think you've got like 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 quarterback and Peterson. Is there any concern about trying to get the end zone via the ground? Is that something you're really looking for?
No, we don't look at stats like that. We just look at how we can get in the end zone, period, and Brady understands that. I think he's matured tremendously since I started with him, and I think he understands that now. It's not all about who's carrying the rock, and I think he'll be more he'll be just as happy about blocking for Trev or Zach and us throwing a touchdown than anything else. Just like he was on Trev's touchdown on the sneak, right?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, how are you feeling about where the offense is at, maybe entering this week against Calgary, than compared to the first 2 games against Calgary?
Yeah, I think we know them the same way we knew them week 1 and week 2. We know a little bit more about ourselves. We know what to fix, how to execute the plays, and how to answer back to what they're going to give us. So definitely feel better, this time around.
I noticed, too, that you guys are still, it looks like, struggling on 2nd down a lot, but do you feel like you maybe found something there? Like I noticed on 1st down, like there was a lot of manufacturing touches for, like, Nick, for example, on 1st down, picking up a big gain or whatever the deal was, maybe RPOs, getting it just outside of the numbers even. Is there something that maybe you could build off of more, just getting it laterally, if you would, to pick up more on 1st down and get yourself a more manageable 2nd down?
Talk about mid or long here?
Mm-hmm. More manageable second downs.
Yes, yeah. It's just production on 1st down, right? And that comes back to my point about throwing the shot down there on 1st and 10 when they're loading up the box. You got to be a little more creative. I thought at that point again we had an opportunity for it. We had mixed it up, hitting the ball in the perimeter quite a little bit with Dembski and some RPOs. Mm-hmm. And at that point in time, I just decided to change it up. But I think just mixing it up, keeping them guessing, changing personnels on them would do the trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you're in this role as the offensive coordinator, do you find you go back and look at situations and go, did I handle that right? Did I handle that right? Do you do a lot of analysis, or is that an off-season thing that coaches?
Oh, every single game.
Okay.
Every single game. I think every call. The one thing that we people don't tend to realize, there's a lot of execution into offensive football. You're not just seeing the ball and getting the ball. Everybody's got to play their part. Everything's got to be coordinated, and so calling not just a good call, but the best call. So I'm always going back and looking at what I call and see if I can put them in a better situation, 100%.
Yeah, and then best call must rely on a million different factors of time, situation, timeouts, how are they playing, how are we playing, who's in, who's out.
A lot goes into it, absolutely. Yeah. And sometimes it's in the span of a 20-second clock, and So you got to handle all that, and I think that's been the biggest adversity for myself this year is understanding that and where we're at and trying to adapt to it on the fly. It's the toughest thing really for any coordinator. So yeah.
What did you make of Chris in that game?
What did he finish with? 80% completion. You take away that one pick on the quick game, shouldn't have really been a pick, and then he forced one down the field. I think he wants that back. We all do, but other than that, he managed the ball the way we wanted him to. He ran the ball pretty efficiently, made some great decisions in the zone read world. So yeah, I think there's always something we want back, but that's hindsight, right? There's always a perfect answer, especially when you're looking at the film. You got the clicker in your hand. There's always an answer, right? But I thought he helped us win. We just got to finish our drives, and it doesn't come down to just Trev. It's everybody's got to execute, do their part.
Can I say this from a general perspective, maybe even applying to this game? If a defense is determined to take a thing away from you, the run game, for example, can they do that? Or is it beating your head against a wall to try to fix that? Or I don't even know how you would approach that as a coordinator. If a team says, we're going to take away the run game, but you feel like, oh, well, we could run the football, but do we want to becomes a big thing. That I don't think, as a fan, I really necessarily understand.
Yeah, you now have to attack other weaknesses, right? If they're taking something away, they're giving something up. So you got to take advantage of that. Which again, that call from first and 10 inside the red, that they were taking away the run. So we try to take advantage of it. They give us man coverage. You got to make them pay.
Yeah, just fans will go back to the Grey Cup this, and I know that wasn't you, but I feel like if a team decides that, hey, you're an offense, you're not going to do this, they can to some extent say, you're actually not going to do this. Is that
taking away something?
If they want to, if they are dedicated to take away X, they're going to take away X, and you have to find something else. Or can you force X through?
You can, but you're going to chip away, and then how's the rest of the game going? What's going on in the other two phases? That's the other key you got to pay attention to, right?
There's more money somewhere else.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Thank you.